Hello, my warriors. Let's talk about it. Thursday. What are we talking about today? Where's my stimulus? What's going on? Why haven't I got it yet? Okay, we're talking about this stimulus, this 1400. I don't understand why they cannot come up with a solution. When it comes down to the stimulus part, I'm just talking about the money to help people. Every day you sit there and you look at unemployment and you see how it is steady growing. They say it's not growing. Trust me, it is growing, because either you are unemployed fully or you barely working. Barely working don't pay them bills. When that bill collector come knocking on that door like this, what are you gonna do? Back in the day, what you do? Your parents like, hey, that's bill collector. Don't answer that door. Y'all be very quiet. Don't let them know we home. Just be very quiet. Don't answer that door. And that's because of this mess that's got, when I had talked to y'all last year, if you are still following me from last year, listen, what they should have done to make it not get this a mess is they should have, when they get that first stimulus check, they should have did 6 months of $2,000 per adult and $600 per child. And if you're an adult that's being acclaimed by another adult, so if you are 18, I think, is it 17? I don't know if it's 17 and up, but let's say that it is, I don't know, whatever the cutoff line for children, as in like college adults all the way to adult independence. They should have, if they didn't want to give the 2,000, they should have gave 1,000. So it should have been 2,000 per adult, 1,000 per qualifying 18 and up adult dependent, and it should have been 600 for the children. Okay, that's my opinion, and disclaimer to all of that. That is my opinion, because of the simple fact that every month, let's say for instance, my check is short this week. Okay, if I'm on a straight budget, you think I'm gonna be caught up by next week? Not necessarily. I might not be caught up for 2, maybe 3 months, because what you fail to realize is, if you, let's say the bill was $150, there is a strong possibility, if you're on a tight budget, you're not going to catch that up that fast. It's going to take a couple of months, because you have to reboot, reroute, and everything else. Okay, so what people do not realize is, when you get behind, it's not easy. Now think about it. They don't miss the whole week. Okay? A whole week. So being that they don't miss this whole week, that's a lot of money. It's going to take time to catch up. But these people miss months and months and months and months. So you tell me they're going to catch up? No. They probably either already done lost it, or they probably about to lose it. Now, you do have some landlords. Let me give credit to some of them that are out there, and they like, this person has never been late in their life, but it just so happened because they lost their job, they're late. The only people I can pick on right now is Disney World. I can pick on SeaWorld, and I can pick on Universal, because I do know people who have worked there that is not back yet, because they haven't worked there as many years as some people. So they're going to let those veterans, they're going to let them veterans come back first. And what I mean by veteran is the older people, as meaning years wise. Okay, I've been there 25 years, but you only been there 6. So that 25 year gonna come back quicker than that 6 year come back, because a 25-year person, they're gonna be getting ready to retire anyway. So let me let them retire faithfully. So I can say companies are being smart with that. So I give them their kudos on that. But my thing is, at first they were trying to get the stimulus by January. Then they tried to get the stimulus. Well, we knew they couldn't do it in January. Well, you know what they did? Let me take that back. They did the 600 in January. So let me get that part correct. Then they tried to do the 14 by February. Now they're saying that it may not be possible until they want to do it by March 1st. Then it turned around, instead of March 1st, now they're saying about the 14th. You know, what people have to look at, and it's like, my other video was impeachment, and we talked about how, the Republicans, I'm just saying all as a team, put it this way, the red team, they didn't go out and do what they had to do. So that's what ended up causing them the election. And what I mean is, all of the people that were supposed to have 100% voted probably didn't vote. That's the way I look at it, because I think it's more Republicans, in my opinion, than there is Democrat. So it goes back to the same thing here when it comes time to the stimulus. And the stimulus part I'm talking about is the check, the part that's going to help pay them bills. I'm talking about bills, BILLS. Okay? So my thing is, they should have been did it. They should have been did it. And I understand that the Democrat, he's trying to make sure that he's been fair. So I give him his props. He's trying to make sure he's being fair. But sometimes when it comes down to putting so many people, they're talking about, okay, now we need it for 40 and below. Okay. Yes, you do have a lot of people who made less than 40,000 last year. And possibly the year before. Then they wanted to do it to 50. Okay. And then they're thinking about 60. What they have to realize, they had it at 75. Keep it at 75. Why go down? Because that one person that might have been at 75 may have 5 children. Mom and dad is home together. But mom is not working because mom has to stay home with them children, because them children can't go to school. They might have a child that has asthma. You might have a child that, sickle cell anemia. You may have a child that has some form of cancer. So what you got to look at, you don't want to put these children, because they are risk factors when it come down to health-wise. You put them in that risk of exposure, then they may be the ones that may not be able to get through this. So that's what I am stating to people. Come on. You cannot judge you can't judge a book by its cover. You can't do that. And that's what they're doing. They're trying to judge a book by its cover. Okay, let's do the lower people. Let's do the people that don't have any money. We'll help them. Okay, but they're not the only ones that need help. I would not be a bit more surprised if a person that was making top dollar, 6 figures, they could be a possibility where they're not making 6 figures anymore. They might have dropped down to making 50,000 a year. Okay, but you going by their last year taxes, where they might have had 6 figures because they did good before. I'm not going to say 2020. It has to be 2020 taxes. No, this year is 2020. So it was the 2019 taxes where they didn't qualify, but all of 2020, they really didn't work. So that's why it's so challenging right now about what to do. But like I said, I feel that if they would have gave that, let's say, the 2,000 plus the 1,000 plus the 600, the way I ordered it, adult 2,000, dependent adult 1,000, and children 600, maybe it would made it much easier if they did it monthly. If they would have did this monthly for last year, say June to December, people wouldn't have been so much in a rut that they're in now. Okay? And when you look at let me think. When you look at I can't think of what I was trying to say. I'm just trying to pull this hair down. Just look at life and just see. It should have been done that way because it's too much. It's really, really too much. So, in the comment section, where's my stimulus? Like, you remember, where's my refund? That's why a lot of people have already filed, and I think more people have already filed, and they probably did where they get their money early. But I'm like, no, that's not really necessary. You know, they got to figure out what they're going to do, because they were saying if you didn't make enough, go ahead and file early. But okay, you didn't make enough, right? And you filing early. I need to, child, don't look at these eyebrows. I need someone to cut them big time, because this one is higher than this one. This one barely grows. This one grows like it's on hot cakes, like we're giving it steroids. Anyway, but you know, they having people file. But my thing is it going to make the difference? Because if the person filed and they're not getting their money back until after a certain time in March, it may still delay them with their stimulus. So it's like crazy, you know. It makes you wonder, what should you do? But in the comments section, just let me know, how do you feel? Do you feel that we should have been doing, you know, Mz.TreZena's way, the, let's say, 3,600 for a single household? Or I think the way they do it is they do, let's say you have, let's say it's 2 adults, so that's 4,000, and then the college student, that's another 1,000, so that's make it 5, and then the 2 children at home, that's 6,200. So should they have done it maybe in that perspective, depending if they cut off? And then I figure instead of cutting some of your dependents off that are children, you should just made it half. If you got more than 2 kids, then make it half. But then the people that has a lot of children, they like, okay, now you're doing me wrong. So it's really sticky right there. It's really sticky right there, what they should do. But who knows? But just leave your comment in the comment section. What would you have done if you were able to make a decision on the stimulus? Which road would you have taken? So I want to say, if you enjoyed talking with Mz.TreZena on Let's Talk About It Thursday, give it a big thumbs up. Yes, I have marker on my finger, and probably marker in the back of my finger. If you are just, you're not a warrior, you're just visiting, what you waiting on? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, then hit the notification button to be notified of all uploads, along with share this video, let them know what your girl is doing. And when you hit that notification button, make sure you hit all, so that you can get all the videos that Mz.TreZena has to offer you. So I want to say later.